everybody. Welcome back to another Girlfriends Chit Chat. You know, y'all, it's been an exciting week and we got an exciting show in store for you. You are not going to miss a beat tonight. So, with no further ado, we don't want to take up much time because we want to dive right into this show tonight. So, I want to welcome in who none other than my girlfriend, Miss Leslie Thomas of She Promotes Network. Come on in here, girl.
What's going on? What's
Oh no.
happening?
None much, girl. You know, another week. You know how we do.
Another week.
You know,
Another week.
girl.
But we're
We
gonna
are
have
so
some fun tonight.
girl, don't I know? Hey, they gonna like this show tonight. You know,
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
like I always say, girl. You know, people always say, what's the saying? You know, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Now I got a stomach too, so I need to be. That's right, girl. We gonna eat good tonight.
Exactly.
I'm excited. So with no further ado, hey, we're gonna go ahead and get this show rolling nice, sis, because we're gonna have us a good time.
Exactly. Let's go.
Yes. All right. Well, you all, like I always say on Girlfriends Chit Chat, if you're new to our show, welcome. We're glad to have you with us this evening. On
Yes.
this platform, we talk everything life and business, and trust me, everything in between. Nothing's off
Everything.
limits when you're on our platform. So we'll be right back right after this.
Looking for Cajun seasoning? Go get the red can. We got the spice, you bring the rice. Low sodium, no MSG, and great flavor. Visit CajunNation.com for more products and merchandise, baby.
Oh my. Now you know what? I love some good eating, y'all.
Yes.
Cajun Nation. You know, y'all, I tell you, these brothers right here, y'all don't know that yet. Y'all wait till this show gets started. Now, Leslie, tell us about, the Bolden brothers, who is what? The founders and owners of Cajun Nation.
Cajun Nation, Cajun seasoning. It is. Tonight, guys, we are going to bring you the owners and founders of Cajun Nation, Cajun seasoning. The awesome, the ever so present Bolden brothers, my homeboys. We're bringing Louisiana to the table tonight. I'm super excited. I have been more than anticipating this opportunity to have them come in and meet with us, and you guys hear a little bit about their story. So let's get into it. The Bolden brothers, the owners of Cajun Nation, Cajun Seasoning, was created by the Bolden brothers, Alfonso and Troy Bolden. Their dream started in Louisiana on a sugarcane plantation. If anybody knows about Louisiana, y'all know about that plantation. These guys' journey started in the early 1970s, and we have taken an awesome journey to get to where we are. Two little boys running through a sugarcane field to what now? Ownership, now entrepreneurship. I want to be able to share with you about how they actually have their story, how we got here. I could tell you all the bells and whistles about this bio, but I want them to tell you their story for themselves. Let's bring in Alfonso and Troy Bolden of Cajun Nation, Cajun Seasoning. Go get that red can. Welcome, fellas.
Welcome. Look at
That's
that.
it. How y'all
Look at
doing?
that.
How
They
you doing
represent
tonight?
what they brand. You ain't got to tell me they ain't looking good tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me let the folks know we representing over here and all.
Look, Leslie got representing in the background, y'all. She got her Cajun Nation season and got the seasonings right there for y'all.
Right
What you
there.
talking about?
With
Yes.
empty cans because they've been used.
That's some props. There's props. I got them too.
This is really good.
Well, this is good. Fellas, I just know I am so ever excited to have you guys come to the table. It is an honor because I don't hesitate to let the world know I am Louisiana proud. And just to have you guys come to our table, it was honestly a given. As you know, Alfonso and I go way back. We were in high school together. And so I have been watching this story for a long time. Entrepreneurship didn't start here with Cajun Nation, but I want you guys to tell me a little bit about your story and how you got here.
Well, this is what I'm the older of three boys, and when it comes to Cajun Nation, Troy and I go way back to, I guess it would say, pre-Katrina.
Right.
We started a clothing line called Hood Prep.
Yes.
We were always known for dressing, and Leslie, you can attest to that.
I can.
So we wanted to take what we were known for and create a brand. So we ended up doing that, and then Katrina came. Troy ended up relocating from New Orleans to Lafayette, and we continued that journey. We met a lot of people along the way. We had guys from New York designing for us. websites, and to fast forward, we end up getting a brand that we almost got on market, we almost sold to a $1 billion company. We came real close.
Right.
And during that, we came across Cajun Nation.
Mm-hmm.
We trademarked it. We
Wow.
trademarked it saying, hey, we're going to do some t-shirts.
Yes.
We got caught up on everything else. And we started to, Troy and I, we took a little break because, you know, with the work, Troy's a registered nurse. I'm a logistics manager in a chemical plant. So our regular jobs, you know, it takes a lot and requires a lot.
Right.
So we ended up coming back together, and my wife ended up having a health issue, and she came from the doctor saying, hey, Zoe, that's my nickname. You need to make a seasoning, a low sodium seasoning. And if you know me, that's why she asked me that. Then I came to Troy because we bounce stuff off each other. I said, Troy, this is what we got. He don't usually say nothing. He kind of like what we doing right now. He usually don't say nothing, and then he'll come back a day or two later. Got a plan this long.
Right,
you know? So we come up with the seasoning blend. We create it. We get with the blenders, but we don't know what we want to name it.
Right.
We didn't have a name for it.
Right.
But the whole time we had the name. And again, we discussed it, and that's when we just merged it. We had Cajun Nation with the seasoning. And this is where we are today.
Wow.
That's
See, and here's the thing. I know, you know, part of that story, but I've been following you guys since Hood Prep. And when I say it was some of the most phenomenal lines, I mean, everything from the polo shirts to the logo to the brand, all of that, I've been following since Instagram way back then. So, you know, you guys to me were almost like a old FUBU, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, just the quality of the design, all of that. I mean, I'm like, these guys are up there. That's how nice these clothes are. I'm just watching you guys create every week different things that were, you know, coming together. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and wait. And then all of a sudden, Cajun Nation, Cajun season popped up. I'm like, here we go.
Well, one of the things that we always had confidence. Our mama was like, y'all can do whatever.
Right.
And when we had Hood Prep, for us to be from Glencoe, Louisiana, population 275 when people home.
Yes.
To getting a designer from New York that was designing for Timberland boots, Buffalo jeans.
Yes.
And to get him to buy in, to design for us was just amazing. And for him to come down, we released the Dream Collection. And after, I think it was 2006, after Katrina, at the NBA All-Star game in New Orleans. And I'm telling you, it was just momentum, and we just never stopped.
Yeah.
That's what I think is amazing. I think what you all did was create something that a lot of people are afraid of doing. You know, tapping into that food industry because you wonder, will people like it? Will you love it? You know, I put so much, you know, love into it. Blood, sweat, and tears go into a lot of things we do in business, and it's not always reciprocated the way we want people to really love it. You know, what made y'all say, you know, no matter what, we're going to make this thing happen. It's going to come full circle. What did that look like?
Well, let me take it all the way back to 1976. Underneath the oak tree with a magazine.
Yes.
See, we used to run around the sugarcane plantation with no shirt, no shoes, swimming in the bayou.
Yeah.
And like you say, our mother said we could do whatever we want, you know. Yep. So we just ran around. We were building camps, making arrows out of bamboos.
Yes.
Making pop guns out of bamboos. I couldn't afford a bike, so I had to get an old frame out the garbage pile back there, burn it, sand it, learn the bearings, you know. So at that time, you know, we wasn't poor, we were poor.
Yeah, right. I get that.
We couldn't even afford the OR, you know.
We didn't know that though. We didn't know we were poor.
We didn't know we were poor.
Yes.
You know? I want something, I go outside and I make it.
Right.
I see a piece of scrap wood here. I see a piece of rubber over there.
Right.
I'm gonna put something together to play with.
Right.
But and my creativity started under the house. Also,
Yep.
I used to play with cowboys and Indians all day.
And look where you're not playing Cowboys and Indians
No, he
now.
ain't playing
You
Cowboys
guys are
no more.
making
No.
it have
No.
fun. I have a
So,
question though. One thing that I've been doing, ever since, Cajun Nation has really just been blowing up. The one thing that I love about what you guys have done, not just your product, not just the way it's coming together, you guys do an excellent job of bringing people in to all of the
Yes.
madness you got going on.
Yeah.
I love the way that you guys are out in the community, and I want to make sure that I bring that to the table. That yes, you guys have an awesome product, but I love the camaraderie. I love the fellowship that you have with people in the community. You guys are like everywhere. Tell me, how much does it mean to you to really just bring in the community, bring in the fellas that I see you all are always out there with? You all have such a wholesome fellowship with the community. Tell me, how much does the community mean to what you guys are doing and where you guys are going?
well, I can tell you this: if it wasn't for our community, we wouldn't be where we at.
Right.
Because
Right.
when we created this, and I'm gonna make this part quick. Troy created this whole design with the logo, being simple and wanted to jump out.
Right.
And one of the things we did, I had this Facebook page with 4,000 followers that I didn't do nothing with. Every time somebody, I click it. Okay, yeah, you're my friend. So
Right.
when we created this, I got high blood pressure, hypertension. Troy has it, my mama had it, my daddy had it. Everybody I know got it.
Right.
So when we created this, we went straight to St. Mary Parish. We went to Franklin, and guess what? They welcome with open arms.
Yeah.
Franklin Supermarket, I need 5 cases.
Right.
Baldwin, Raintree, I need 10 cases.
Right.
So when they did that, it just welcomed us with just, we want to give more. We want to give more. We want to give back.
Right.
And at that point, Troy got with Larry Gilbo, city councilman. He got with Craig, parish councilman. And we just started giving back to the community in those ways. And then once we did that, everybody just started to come, and we came up with this unique, I ain't gonna say it's unique, we call it the home chef.
Yes.
The home chef. I don't know what happened, but everybody started cooking and wanted to. I remember, I think it was our little cousin that shared it the first time.
Right.
Rodney Jr. He cooked something and he put it on Facebook with that red can. Some cracklings, some hard cracklings.
Right.
And it was a good picture. It was a real, I share that picture. I don't know, I didn't share that picture about 100 times. But my point was, when he started that, it just created this massive wave where we got home chefs. I can't wait till they post. Last night, Israel Washington. Meatball stew with cream corn. And our man,
Joe
Claire. Joe Claire, he shrimps, he crabs, he hunts, and he cooks, and he farms. And when this guy puts it out there, it is unreal. So I guess to say, getting into the community, we haven't stopped. We haven't stopped. I mean, we've gone like just yesterday, a school here locally. We need a donation. We got it. Right. Sometimes we are doing things before our profit. I mean, because it's all about giving back. Because we know in the end, it's going to pay off.
That's right.
And Troy being a nurse, I mean, he fully understands the medical side, the health side. So that's a side that we push. And then our poor mama, she goes to the store and just buy cans and give them away. I say, Mama, let other people buy them.
Yeah, Mama,
that's why Mama love her baby. She supports you so much.
And buy 2 cans. She saw it and gave them away.
Say, I'm proud of my babies. Hey, Mama.
Oh, look at that.
My mama said, beautiful guys.
But those are the things, and the community has really embraced us.
Right.
Like somebody told Zoe before, we had a brand before we had a brand.
Yeah.
Right.
We knew a lot of people. And
our name, everybody knows as the Bolden Boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lonzo, Fonzo, Troy.
Yep.
So, and everybody know our upbringing, our family.
Yep.
Right.
We were always in the studies.
Yep.
Yes.
And we were cool on the part, but you knew we had to go to that classroom to get them grades.
Exactly.
You know. So when we came out with the product, everybody already knew us personally, or have heard of us,
Right.
in this vast area.
Right.
And when we came out with it, it was entrusting of the product.
Yeah, because they knew if we were saying that it was low sodium, no MSG, and it would really play a large part in helping you reduce your sodium intake, they took it for what we were saying, or for what we are saying.
Right.
And
so when I went and met with, like you say, Larry's my man.
Right.
I grew up with Craig and other individuals that are in strong positions within the community. And when I went to speak with them and advised them on what I was doing and what I had, they entrusted that what I was telling them was true.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when we went out there and started to advertise the product and start doing community things, people love the seasoning. Like our grandma used to say.
Oh my God.
Like our grandma used to say, she want what?
Just a taste of salt.
It's a taste of salt.
Just a taste of salt. That's it. I mean, so it goes back to that. But I can tell you this, especially, I mean, I've been in Lafayette, which is for you all that don't know,
right?
Lafayette is considered Cajun country, not New Orleans. This is Cajun country.
Yes, it is.
And when we come out with that product, this is where Tony Sashery is. This is where Slap Your Mama is. It's right here.
Right.
It's not. It's right here. I live about 10 miles from Tony Sashery's plant.
That's right.
So we got a lot of competition, but guess what? We up for the fight, and we're constantly working on the projects. We having a lot of input. One of the things I'm going to tell you, and I always say this, my LinkedIn page is my Facebook page.
Yes.
I
like that.
That's my page. Just yesterday I had 2 calls based on LinkedIn. One, she's out of Atlanta and she works for a private equity firm that owns a real large fried chicken wing place. Y'all, this is one of the largest.
Right.
Why you want to talk to us? We see where y'all going.
Right.
Another call. It's a retired executive from Pepsi, 30 years. Now he's in the grocery industry.
Right.
I want to help y'all in the distribution side. No, first he asked, what you think is probably the most challenging? I said, we want to learn more about distribution. I can go out there, Troy can go out there and get these local stores. Yeah. We want to learn about distribution. We had like 2 major distributors reach out to us, but they sent us paperwork this thick.
Yes.
I got an uncle that's a judge, one buddy that's lawyers, attorneys. We don't know nothing about that. So I guess the point I'm making, you got to use all your resources.
Exactly.
That's true. Then LinkedIn, I'm telling you. But that Facebook a fool too, because it has really connected me with people I hadn't talked to in years.
And that's the great thing. That's the great thing, is that being able to connect and network with individuals that can help you take you to that next level. Because when you're not knowledgeable and you don't know, God is going to place individuals in your life that is going to direct you and help you and guide you in those areas that are concerns for you and your business.
Right.
And that's you know what your needs are where you're trying to go in your business.
And
then that's the thing. And one thing about us, we haven't gotten to where we know we're gonna get.
Right.
But on our way up, we're still willing to help people.
Right.
If somebody comes along that's where we were, you might want to try this, or you might want to do this, or I can connect you to somebody. And another key thing is networking. Man, we have just connected.
You guys are the biggest networkers I've ever seen.
I got it, boy.
Y'all make me tired. Seriously.
You never know what's gonna happen. You never know.
You
Let me
can't
tell you
stop
something.
networking, Leslie. You can't
Girl,
stop
let me tell
networking
you
because that'll
something.
kill your business. You can't kill your business now.
Let me tell you something. Troy is everywhere. I'm like,
That dude,
I
that's
can't
right.
click nothing and Troy not there. I'm like,
See
Troy
that?
was over at the university, then Troy was hanging out with the buddy with the car, and then Troy was over here. I'm like, Troy got
New
me
Orleans, he was
tired.
here, he was there. Yeah, but
Yes.
that's what it
I'm like,
takes.
I'm
That's
like, is
what it
this
takes.
pre-tape or is he moving that much?
That's how we do it.
Well, when I do the marketing, when I do the marketing, when I do the marketing, I don't market based on a community.
Right.
I don't do a community approach.
Right.
I do a village approach.
Yes. I
See,
agree.
a lot of people want to market to the community.
Right.
I market with the village.
Right.
In a community, you have to bring it to them.
Right.
And where we from is Glencoe, Louisiana, 200-some people.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And when we went out, it was always everybody doing things from butcheries to hunting to fishing. We did it together.
Right.
So when I created the marketing strategy, I created a village marketing strategy.
Mm-hmm.
When Zoe came up with the home shelf, he pulled the village in.
Right.
The village helped us build the company. They're
Right.
cooking, they're sending pictures, they're sending videos, they're
Right.
meeting us at events, they're calling us, they're texting us. You're out of this at this store. I was at this store. I fixed it because they push it to the side.
Oh yeah, they do it all
fixed
that.
it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna tell it now. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
think.
like
But
one of the
couple
things I
things,
want to
though.
say is, like for example, with just being in a community, there's a chef here has his own seasoning. You know,
Yeah.
he markets it a lot. But you know where I was Sunday morning? I was at his food truck. I left there with 4 plates.
Right.
I left that. When I got there, it was 11 o'clock.
Right.
I wanted me some turkey roll with some rice dressing and some green beans. Guess what? He had them sold out already. You know what I'm saying? But he was
Right.
like, so man, I appreciate the support. I took pictures of his food. I shared it on social media.
Yes.
He came back. Man, thank y'all. A lot of people don't expect that. Man, look, it's
That's
enough
true.
for everybody.
There's room at the top.
There's room at the table for everybody. It really
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
supporting one organization, they're supporting you, and I think that's the great part about it is that the camaraderie. We're supposed to support each other in business.
Yes.
Right.
It shouldn't be tit for tat or we trying to compete. It's not a competition. We all have our own lane, our own thing that we're doing that sets us apart from everybody else.
Right.
And
Right.
I
And I
think
can
that's
take-
the great part of you all, and that's great that you all have that mindset
Right.
that
And
you can
that's a
support
thing.
other businesses as well.
Yeah.
Well, just like tomorrow. Okay, we going to Southern. We already set up. We're gonna be set up selling our product. Our cousin down in McCoy, Prime, Dinner Time by Prime. He's coming tomorrow
Yes.
and cook 2 big pots of gumbo. Right? Gumbo. We're gonna have a chicken sausage out of New Orleans that we're gonna be doing I always miss the name of Vavasaran.
Yes.
Yes. Vavasaran Cajun Nation chicken sausage. This is a Creole company that's been in existence since 1899 in
Wow.
the 7th ward of New Orleans. So you're gonna have this all in one area.
It's a camaraderie. I love
And
it.
That's right. That's how it should be. I can
Yes.
taste this, I can taste that, I can enjoy everybody, you
Yes.
know, and support all of them. That's how we should be.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's where a lot of us fall short is we can't have that mentality of
No, we
supporting
can't.
one another. And that's the
Yeah.
sad part about it.
With
Exactly.
Prime, he came to me. He didn't have he didn't have no tit. He didn't have, he had different things. So I used myself, and my people. We designed it, we corrected. We got it made, we got it shipped, and then I'm bringing him with me, with us to Southern, to give him exposure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I just want to point out that they're
Uh-huh.
going to the Southern University, A&M College, my alma mater. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
When we made the products, the first one was the little red can,
Right.
140 milligrams with flavor, with just a little
Right.
kick. Yep. and he was big on, like he said, he was big on the sodium.
Right.
And then Zoe came to me and he wanted to do some chow and hot sauce.
Ooh, that chow, Lord Jesus. Ooh, I got
So-
my whole life with that
See?
chow.
Nah,
So
I like
he
that
researched
Cajun boil. That's my thing. The Cajun
Yeah.
boil.
Well, I am the.
And look, you know how long I worked? Hey, see that right there? It's spicy citrus.
Yes.
You hear me? It's just what it is. It has that citrusy taste, lemon, oranges, right in it.
All of it.
All
See?
of
Right
it.
in there.
1 pound, 16 ounces.
Yeah, what we
You
did
can't
was,
see that. Like I said, the weight of my heart is through my stomach. That's all I'm gonna say. You know,
Hey, what
you
y'all
got
call
my
that in Carolina? What y'all call it?
seafood, my steak, my chicken. I want it to
Oh,
taste
yeah.
good too.
Oh, yeah.
so with the chow and the hot sauce, that they are 100 milligrams of sodium.
Right.
Okay.
All natural, Louisiana peppers
Yep.
with real garlic in the garlic pepper sauce. That's real garlic juice. So you got to be kind of careful how you put it on there.
Yep.
And so, I am the marketer. Zoe is the finder.
Oh, of course, I kind of figured that one out already. I
Yeah.
figured it out.
Zoe went and found the company to help us make the chow and the hot sauce. Then he brings it back, and then I do the marketing on it. Then Zoe said, "Hey, let's make a seafood boil." And I said, "Okay."
Ooh, that seafood boil.
And most of the seafood balls just say seafood boil,
Right.
but he added flavor to it. So
Right.
he's the cook. So he said, let's do a spicy citrus. And in that 16-ounce can, is only 300 milligrams of sodium.
Because when you got,
Wow, that's
when you
pretty
got
good.
seafood, you gotta have a little salt in that seafood.
You
Now, come
have
on.
to. You can't have bland seafood.
You gotta have a little, you gotta have, but it has a little
Thank
salt.
you,
But
Zoe,
like
for
this,
that extra
but-
kick,
hey,
bro.
One of the things we took into consideration with that seafood ball when it came to health, how often do you use seafood ball? Now you use it during the season, crawfish season. After that, it's like,
Yeah.
And then what else we did with it was, instead of putting it in a bag, put it in a can.
that red can.
A red can. So if you went to a store and you got some crab legs, crabs,
Yeah.
Turkey necks.
you could
Take a little bit
sprinkle
of
it
my
on
corn
there.
too.
You can sprinkle it on there and close it back up.
You can close it.
Put
Yes.
it back up.
You don't have to take that bag and put I don't know, the still got that, what they call those things? A clothespin. No, a clip. I'm just messing with y'all. A clip, you know.
And
You just
then,
close it. You ain't gotta fold it in. Nah, you know.
and then on the
None of
food,
that.
on the food side,
Yeah.
Zoe's the chef, and Zoe always cooked these dishes that I never heard of or I never seen.
You know where these menus come from?
So I told him, you need to put that on Facebook.
I'm coming home. I said, man, I'm gonna cook when I get home. I go in
Right.
the grocery store, start walking around. When I get home, put it together. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I hustle. I look at what them boys be cooking.
Hey guys,
You know?
I have a question. I have a
Uh-huh.
quick question. The one thing, and again, I think what I love again just about you all, just as gentlemen, as entrepreneurs, I love the fact that you kept it true to who you are.
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
there's so many people who want to, jump into business, be in the business, and they want to come away from who they are at their core. We know we ain't nothing but good old country boys and girls up in here trying to do it big out here in these streets. But what I applaud you guys for is, again, just the push, because again, I've been watching since Hood Prep, so I'm not new to this. I'm true to it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love the fact that you guys have two awesome vice presidents that you have that are in, close connection to everything you do. Can you tell us who they are and what they bring to the company?
Okay. All right. Charles Chivers, he's over the New Orleans area. He was at Southern today. He's been my right-hand man before we put the website up for Hood Prep.
Right.
And he's a graphic designer for NASA.
Yes.
Yep. So him
And
and
he
I.
said NASA, y'all. That's NASA, the NASA, astronaut,
NASA.
space NASA.
Yeah, space NASA.
Yep. Yep.
So I remember when, prior to him going there, I remember him building his first website with us.
Right.
It was him and I in a little corner with a little computer that went.
Yeah, that's way back.
That's way back.
And he's been with me ever since then. And we have grown together. He has shown me how to do the graphics, the ads.
Right.
So a lot of the stuff now, why the marketing is so heavy is because I do the elementary.
Right.
Or I have an idea.
Right.
Then I gotta hand it over to Big Papa.
Yeah.
And he can do anything.
Anything.
Right.
3D, 5D, I call it.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes I ask him if he's an alien.
Yeah.
Now, you know, let me tell you,
Yeah.
y'all marketing it changes every second. I swear I can't keep up because some of the stuff y'all are popping out, I'm like, okay, if I could just get that on a T-shirt somewhere. But when I look up tomorrow, it is totally something new.
It goes with all that. And then as for Leo graduated with us.
He is. Woo-woo. Soon to be
Leo.
Dr. Leo Bourgeois.
Yes, Leo is currently working on his PhD.
Yes.
So we built a team. So Leo, I'm gonna give an example. Today he spoke. He had a meeting with the president of a seasoning company.
Yes.
Out of Texas.
Right.
And Leo went there not only to pick his brain, but to gather some things, and he did that.
Yes.
Leo is a person. He's gonna go out there and get it.
Yes.
He's gonna bring it to us, and he is constantly pushing. Because initially he wanted to, hey man, I got this money, bro. I want to buy a part of this. We ain't selling nothing.
Right.
And why I respect him so much, he didn't walk away. You know what he told me? He said, I'm gonna help y'all anyway.
Right.
And guess what? He's been there since. He's been there, and he is our eyes in Houston. One of the things, if you don't know, in Houston, HEB is the largest chain in Houston with grocery stores, 360 something. And the family that own that is the 15th richest family in America.
Yes, they are.
And if you're in HEB, you good. We got into HEB. I did my thing, but I wasn't there to do it. I said, Leo,
Right.
you got it. Leo grew that from one HEB. He got it up to 20.
Wow.
And that's when we went to a DSD, which is a delivery service.
Yes.
But Leo still goes and checks those stores because you can't put your hands on, you can't take your eyes off the other ones. You know, that's
Right.
doing it. So Leo go there and see, like, we have one in Kingwood, Texas, one of the richest suburbs out of Houston.
Right.
Somebody calls Leo, hey man, y'all out. I call it DSD. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we forgot about that. So we can't have that happening. But that's where that's his strong point, and he's continuing to go out there and grow. While he's a director of facilities maintenance
Yes,
at
he is.
Methodist Hospital of Houston,
Houston, yeah.
and while he's working on his PhD.
Oh,
Well, that's amazing because you got to have a strong team.
yeah.
And we got one.
And we got
one.
We
don't show him too often.
barely nobody's seen it. But if you give me some trouble,
Either one.
he stays in the shadow. If we run into situations, that's the one you get the call from or the knock from.
He handles all trademarks.
Legalities. He's very quiet.
He's graduated from Harvard.
He graduated
Get name
from
all them schools, man.
he graduated from Harvard, Tufts,
Tulane.
MIT, Tulane, and LSU.
And he
I need
plays
to
on
know
and he-
him.
What?
and he plays on the United States badminton team.
That's why you see me sponsored.
He named MIT, Harvard, Tulane, LSU.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
why
want-
he
I
in the
just wanna
shadows. That's why he in the shadows.
That's
Leslie.
why he in the shadows. I want to know the man.
But he's been there since hood prep.
I got a little old
But
credit
that's
business
right.
that I need help with. You know, I just want him to know my name. Are you?
So the majority of the team has been together for 16 years.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
through Hood Prep, Southern Bowl Friday, all these years of marketing, all these years at the Fresh Market, at conventions, magic show, it's been one team.
Right.
But you know what, though? Why you say that? I know we have never said, hey, man, we going to give up. I can't remember us saying that.
Not
Oh,
ever.
yeah,
And you haven't.
But I'm just, and I guess whoever's watching this, take heed to that. I mean, you can see we have fun.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong
And
with that.
you know what the challenge is the next day? Who will come up with the next move? You see what I'm saying? Who will come up with the next move?
I have
To
a
me, I
question.
think that's good because you continually motivate other people because some of us sometimes get to a place we want to give up.
Yeah.
We tired of pushing. We ain't seeing the results. We out here spending money left and right, and we're not seeing the benefit from what we're doing. And it's good to see that you all have, for 16 years, you all have evolved.
Yes.
That's the thing I think I see the most is you all have evolved over the years and gotten to the place now where now you're at a place of saying, okay, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
Now I
And
can
guess what? Guess what?
She has a question.
We took our first picture with a suit last week.
I saw that.
Oh, you saw that? But we clean.
I saw that.
That was our first time taking a picture with a suit.
Miss Shanna?
Shauna.
Shauna.
You know, I got my glasses on.
We had a question, Shauna. What's your
Shauna,
question?
you hanging low down. What's going on? Holla.
Well, my question is this. Over these 16 years, what would you say has been your most favorite part of this journey?
Creativity.
Yeah, I would say that. It's well, I would say creativity, but finding something that we okay, I'm gonna back up. With the Southern Bowl, when we had this call in the same room with the CEO of $1 billion company. This man makes $5 million a year.
Right.
With a position I've never heard of, a brand strategist.
Right. Yeah.
And boy, we was like, man, we done made it. And we left that conversation with y'all need to do more.
Oh.
So it was a disappointment. He said, we do not acquire, y'all haven't made enough revenue. We do not acquire any companies that made less than $10 million.
Wow.
Then when we left that particular conversation, he said, hey, I'm gonna help y'all.
Right.
That's what he told us. And guess what he's doing to this day?
Help.
He's helping us. What he ordered the other day, like what? 2 cases of
Y'all realize that the seeds y'all have sown, whether it's been in the community, because I was just listening to y'all saying, shoot, and we just help them, and I purchase from them, and I take pictures, and I do this, and I do that. The seeds that y'all have sown are resulting in people taking interest in you and saying, hey, I'm gonna help you anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this anyways. I'm gonna do this anyways. That's a real testament to like who you guys are as people.
Right.
Because sometimes we forget that, oh, I sowed these seeds and now we're reaping them on this other end.
And you know you're right, because we grew up in Glencoe, but we have big ties to New Orleans.
Right.
You know a whole lot of people in New Orleans,
Right.
It was cutting up back then.
Yes, indeed.
But so when we meet individuals now, like you say, the seed that we sowed, all these people are coming out of the woodwork,
willing to help,
willing to help, and not asking for anything. Nope.
Right.
Yes.
People want to see you win, right?
Yes, that's
People
it,
want
Shauna.
to see y'all win, but that's a direct reflection of y'all wanting to see other people win.
That's
Yes.
right.
And
I
look,
love
the guy,
like,
and I'm telling you, the guy that I'm telling you about from with this company, he was like, he'll send up he'll send me a message, Zoe, you got time to talk? And then we'll sit down and talk, and he's like, man, this guy, I'm gonna put it like this. He's the CEO of that company, that $1 billion company. He's on the board with the Tar Heels,
Yes.
North Carolina. He's on their board. And it's like,
Lord.
what you want to do with us? He said, if I'm 52, he might be 56.
Right.
He said, I never in my life thought I would talk to somebody that lived on a plantation. and I'm from Southern Georgia. I said, well, yeah, you come run through a leave on Rock Roads, boy.
And let me explain to y'all right quick about like I said, when I learned my creativity on the plantation. This is what you have to, in my mind, this is where I get my hunger from. You may have more money than me, but you will not outwork me.
Yeah.
I worked 7 days a week for 9 years to finance this company.
Yes.
Wow.
And I just took a pay cut. I was a logistics man in a chemical plant. I took a pay cut because my commute every day was 140 miles because I live in Lafayette, like you know, Leslie, chemical.
Right.
I didn't want to move to Franklin.
Right.
So I drove 142 miles every day, and Troy and I collectively, I ain't gonna say we did it at the same time, but our thoughts were in the same place. Like, hey man, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. So I took a pay cut. I demoted myself, which I still have to work. Got a family, need benefits.
Right.
To focus on it. Then Troy did the same thing. Sacrifice. I guess that's what we get, man.
I used to on the weekends I would run like I think it's 100-bed psych hospital in La Place. So when the hurricane came, because I work during the week here, wake up on Saturday morning, drive about 2 hours, run the hospital, 12 hours, 45-minute drive to my uncle or my partner, and then I reverse it, and then Monday morning, and I'm helping with shipping, I'm marketing, and this was doing the last 2 years doing this. I worked 7 days. So I got to the point where I was like, the company is growing, so I have to release being an administrator of the hospital.
Yes.
To dedicate my time. But to get back to the hunger was the row houses was in the back. The black overseer house was to the left. It was about 1,500 square feet. The white overseer house was right here. It was 3,500 square feet.
Right.
The big mansion was to the right down the street. Mama Rose was the housekeeper.
Right.
She lived on the in front of the row houses.
Right.
She used to bring us the leftovers, the little and she used to have the magazines with her. Yeah. But I just want to let y'all know, I was the only one allowed in the yard.
Hey, but this is the funny thing.
I'm gonna ask that question when we're done. How you got it?
Look, this was the funny thing. When she'll bring the magazines at night, we get in the house, we get in the room, and boy, we're looking at magazines. Say, "Oh, Mama sure don't cook that. What kind of food that is? This Mama don't cook." Because it was food in there.
Well, you know what's interesting though is that who knew? You know, sometimes if I take a guy for just a minute, you know, I've always been told coming up, you know, in church, don't despite the humble beginning. Because sometimes even though what you're dealing with right now doesn't make sense, it don't look right. And here's the thing, it may not make sense to everybody, but there was some conversation that you had with God one day. You didn't even realize you had it. And you said, God, this is what I want to be. He had already destined you guys to be successful. You're going to be able to go back and you're going to be able to buy all that property that you were once running through the streets of. You're going to be able to go back and you're going to be able to own it. That's what we can declare and decree, because what I love so much about this is that I see everything that God is getting ready to do. That's why taking this ride with you guys is not a difficult thing. And it's not like, oh man, we're just trying to ride. No, we want to see you win, because when you guys win, I'm a win. Not because I'm, you know, whatever, but because I'm like, these guys had it destined with them for a long time. Zoe has always been a hard hitter the way he is. Even when we were in high school, you never know who you planting seeds with, what conversations you're having. But what I do believe is that ever since Hood Prep, I'm like, God, these guys gonna make it. I saw y'all tip off for a second, but I also saw you come back. But when you did, it was with such a freaking vengeance. I'm like, dang, they coming at it. And that is the hustle that I love. It's the hustle that I respect. And I just can't wait to see the journey. Real talk. I cannot wait.
I think that I agree with you on that one. I think that you have to see their drive.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to feed off of people sometimes, because see, you're an inspiration to others. they have the same mindset, probably going through the same struggles, and they're like, man, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yes.
If they still pushing, and for you all to say, I had to step, I had to demote myself in order to give more time to my baby. A lot of people got to make up in their mind. You got to make certain sacrifices in your business, and if you're not making those sacrifices, that's the huge part of it all.
But this is who we are. This is who we are. Like when I went to New Orleans, see, I can go down to the corner of Charbonnet and talk to them boys in the lower ninth ward and tell them boy about my Cajun Nation seasoning.
And then black and gold, we put it in the Saints colors.
I can go to the lower ninth ward on the corner where y'all ain't gone, but I can go.
Yeah.
Talk to
I can go too. I can go too.
She keep it G code like that.
Look, let you know.
I can go down there.
Now, where you from?
I can go down there. I went down there Saturday. I can go down there.
Yeah.
Pass out the can, the packets. Yeah, T, we got you. We're gonna run it in the streets for you. I give them a handful of samples. Then I turn around. I go up to the 7th ward. I meet Walter Allen.
Yep.
Kappa, NBA.
Yep.
From St. Aug.
Yep.
We had Bullets, sports bar on the corner.
St. Aug, yeah.
I'm talking to him. I'm talking to the fellas. Then I can go uptown
and look
and clear my throat a little bit.
But this is the kind of things we did. Like,
see, y'all just out there working hard.
I can say this. We reached out to a friend we went to college with, right? She lives in DC. I said, hey, I'm gonna send you the can. We sent her the can like 2 or 3 times. She didn't get it. She finally got it. I said, take a picture with the can. Man, she sends a whole commercial. She's the one that led the campaign for the mayor of DC twice, and she won.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, we didn't ask you for a commercial. I hadn't seen you in what? Shit. 15, 20 years. But it's people, like you say, it's people that's willing to help us. And that's
but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all something. At the end of the day, you all are doing amazing.
Amazing.
I can't wait to see you in all chains, all grocery stores.
Yes.
I want to be able to really go to my local grocery store and be able to find Cajun Nation seasoning. That's what I want to do. It's great when you can buy it offline, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. The feeling you have when your product has hit it, and you in Publix, you in Whole Foods, Earth, it's everywhere, and anybody can put their hands on it. See it.
What'd you say, Sean?
How can I get it today?
Where you at?
Guys, tell everybody where they can. Hello,
hey, Sonia is a class of 1987, sister.
Look, say no more. All right now.
So Sarah said order placed.
Hey.
I want to say that this is what we consider the lab. This is where everything is created.
The magic happens in that room.
We sit on the L couch. Got the big projection. We sit here, drink beer, coffee, whatever you want. And we sit here.
Letting the truth out in the lab.
And we sit here and we look around and we pitch ideas. We made a messenger, Leo, T-Roy, and we're just talking all kinds of things. And all these 16 years of doing everything, all this marketing, when Cajun Nation hit, everybody was a master in their area.
Right.
I do the marketing and I'm the penny pincher.
Right.
Ain't no wrong with it. You gotta have a penny pincher in the room now. You gotta have one now. You gotta have one.
When I say it's a personality for me, it's personality.
What you say, Sean?
Is the go-getter. Zoe do things that I don't like to do,
and I don't like to do the things
ain't gonna do, don't care to do.
Like I say,
that's what makes it magic.
Yeah,
we have gone. I'm gonna put it like this. Y'all from Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Y'all heard of us chips?
We from Charlotte. Don't just Carolina us. We
from
North Kakalaki. Y'all from North Kakalaki. That's how y'all say it.
That's what we call in Louisiana. Them Kakalaki girls.
Yeah. But y'all heard of us chips? Us?
Yeah.
UTZ, huh?
UTZ. Yeah.
The president is our buddy. I called them last week and asked him for 500 bags of Zap's chip. So you got that. We're going to do a community.
So,
but my point is, see that LinkedIn? You better use it.
LinkedIn, we get a whole
listen,
and I'm not saying,
let me go
I'm not trying to boast.
now.
If they get anything from this, when I started my LinkedIn page, I didn't like it. I got rid of it.
Right.
And I went back. I started one with I got two of them. I got one with my regular job that I don't use.
Right.
And I got my Cajun Nation.
Yeah.
And it was built under fashion because that's what we were under at first.
Right.
And as we started getting into the food, I started going to the Walmart. Click, 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 click. Going to the Targets. Going to the Super Ones. Going to the Publix.
And we do have our own social media.
Yeah. That's what I like. I'm
a social media fan. I'm in the fan base. I know people.
Look, tell everybody, where can they go? Where can they go and find your product? Where is it? Where can we find it? Tell everybody where they can go.
It's on Amazon.
Red Can.
Red Can only is on Amazon.
Right.
And that www.cajun-nation.com got all the products. Everything.
Y'all better go and get you some. I thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. I'm going to tell you something. If y'all didn't get anything from tonight's show, you missed it. I'm going to tell you something. These brothers doing it 16 years, y'all. And now it's getting to a place where that business is going massive.
Yes.
So don't stop. Keep going and keep pushing, y'all. That's what I'm going to tell you. Thank you so much. The Bolden brothers, y'all.
I love you guys.
Already. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You're so very welcome. Y'all know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Awesome. Yeah, that was good. I'm gonna tell you something. That's some inspiration. Everybody you can't do it overnight, y'all. No. That's what I get from this situation. You can't do it overnight. And I tell you, we have to continue to work hard, push hard. I'm telling you, it's work. But that seasoning, boy, I'm gonna tell you, that's what
it's definitely a testament. They are not lying about their humble beginnings. If anybody knows anything about Louisiana, we have plantations, which means that they were owned by slaves, which means we had, our grandparents, great grandparents who had to knock on steps to just get the attention of the white owner. So when they say that they've had to hustle and push, they've been knowing how to do that since little boys. And so now to constantly do that, probably being told that it wasn't going to work, but to see it actually working. And again, like Shauna said, planting the seeds, they are not lying. He going to be able to buy that plantation.
When I say plant
watch
seeds,
what I tell you.
Them right there is planting some seeds. I mean, to take
the whole, y'all know I'm not, when am I ever not vocal? But just their energy, it's the personalities for me. Like, how do you not gravitate and connect with them, right?
Right.
How do you not put yourself in a room with them? Listen, if y'all ain't, I don't went online to LinkedIn to follow them and connect. Like, what? We're not gonna not do this, right?
Right.
But the thing about their story is so inspirational. But the way they tell it make it so much better. It really
the personality, I think that's what icing on the cake.
In the words of Shauna, they are so G code. They are like, this is the same exact way that they've been since home, since high school. These are not the same, different guys. And we know they got a whole lot of money flowing from there, but they are so the same fellas. And I love that.
But that's what makes it. There's humility there.
Yeah.
But there's still we doing this, right?
Yes.
And you can see the humility. You can smell the humility, okay?
Yeah.
But they're still there to saying, hey, we really can be like this because 16 years of getting it is what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love how you made mention of the fact that they like their team.
Yeah.
Their team is so vast. Their team is super amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on,
they have around. I mean,
think
come
that's
on.
good to know, though.
You're like, my team a little shabby. I got to step my team up.
Let me tell you something. Just to be able to have a fella, their VP works with NASA, The other guy, Leo Bourgeois, who again, one of our classmates, he is, one of the city managers in Houston. I mean, we ain't got no shabby folks on the team. So, but it takes the team to make it happen. And I think so many times we want to be solopreneurs, we got this myself, but it takes a team. Everybody brings something to the table to make the magic happen. And I think the biggest mistake we make as entrepreneurs is that we can do this by ourselves. We cannot. It takes a team. It takes, as Troy said, it takes the village. And I love the fact that he's very instrumental in bringing the fellas. He's always putting them on blast. Hey, this is my fella from so and so. This is my friend from here. They're all still very much bringing in the team that brought them to where they are today. And I think that speaks to who we should be as entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I feel like the same way that we have to work together. And I think we don't have to be in competition. There's no competition here. I feel like we can all play a part, come to the table. You bring something, I bring something, and we can make something massive, something big. We can all make it to the top. Right. We can all do the same thing, but I just think it's amazing. But it's always, y'all, good things always have to come to a bit of end.
It does.
But y'all, it has been a phenomenal season.
Yes.
Y'all, this is our last show of the season. It was phenomenal. I thank all of our guests that were on our platform this season. It was amazing. We look forward to a new season. So you'll be able to join us again, with some new people, new flavor, a new taste, But it's been exciting, y'all. We appreciate all the love, the support that you've given us. Oh, thank you so much. Sonia. I appreciate it, Sonia. Thank you. Because we always believe in bringing good content, good information, and good people to really pour into your life and plant a seed in your life or give you food for thought. Yeah. So I thank you so much for being with us. We look forward to seeing you next season. And you all have a fabulous and wonderful weekend. You all have a great one.
Happy holidays, guys.
Happy holidays.